And so, after a long week, the ads are done, and the stream begins. Welcome in, anybody that's coming in, lurking, watching in the future, etc., etc., etc. Oku, welcome in. Silver, welcome in. Endall, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, everybody. Today is Friday. I have survived the first week back at the day job, which means my hours are going back to normal next week, which is wonderful. Strixus, welcome in. Cripple. This week has been awkward hours, getting, like, training-ish kind of thing. Let's be honest, they did not need me this week. It's been a lot of busy work for no reason. There were, like, a handful of things that needed to be done, and they got done quickly, and then I was just sitting there bored out of my mind. So, I'm dying, is basically what it comes down to. It has been 1 week and I'm already like mildly burnt out just because there was such is the way of having a day job. But that's why I stream. This is where I have fun. This is the good part of the day. And I apologize. I think I started pretty much on time. I thought I was going to be a little bit late today, because I got home and I realized things needed to exit my body. That's what it was. That whole thing of like, I have stuff to do and not much time to do it, that was a euphemism. I needed to go to the bathroom. That's what that was. So, Wombat, welcome in. Worked 10 plus hours the last 2 days. Whew. Well, that's over 2 days. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. You can split that up into like 5 hours a day kind of deal. Something like that. I did regular full-time hours. 9 to 5, which means I hit the fucking rush hour going home and going to work and coming home, and it's just awful. Awful. Rush hour should not exist. Oh, it was 10 for each day. Oh, I know that life. I hate that life. I understand. I feel your pain. I've done a lot of that. That's actually more common in the entertainment industry, so doing the things that I like to do, it's been more common to do that. You work, yes. Yes. So I still feel a little bit rumbly on the inside, so hopefully everything's gonna be fine. This is gonna be a shorter stream than usual anyway, just because we're starting later, but we're still gonna end at the same time. So I don't know. Will my body hold out? We shall see. I am but one small crab. But today is going to be about relaxing. Much like yesterday was with Hydroneer, today, however, we power wash. It's been a little while since I played this, but this is always a wonderful game to come back to when you just want to stop and just chill for a while. In fact, I'm even going to keep this music going. I'm just going to turn it down. Let's, where is it? Stream Deck, where is the thing? Music is there. I can make the splashy noises go away, though. That's fine. And then we'll just lower this down. Ah, the crab theme. Just low in the background. There we go. Took a mental health day today. Just did nothing. Oh, I love those. I wish I could do those more often. Oh, if only I didn't have rent. Let's see. Let's just continue with the career, shall we? There's so many things. Oh my god, there's an Alice in Wonderland specials now. I still have Midgar and Tomb Raider I haven't done. There's other things. There's stuff. There's bonus. There's new bonus. We're gonna continue though. Let's see. Do we want shoe house, golf cart, or skate park? Chat, there's a bunch of you here right from the start, and I love doing this to you. Make my decision for me. We're gonna make a poll. We're gonna make a poll. Question. Where clean? We got Shoom, Skatums, we got golf, And you know what? For the heck of it, I'm even going to toss in some of the bonus things. In the bonus things, if we come out of the career, we got bonus. We got... Let's add Gnome. Let's add Gnome onto the list. And we'll also back all the way out and we'll say in specials, we'll add Alice to the list too. How about that? There we go. All right, here's your poll. Where we gonna clean? We have a number of career options. We also have an odd job option, and we also have a DLC Alice option. Take your pick. The poll has begun. There is only a minute. Shoe intrigues you, but would probably vote skate park. It's not an easy choice. It's not an easy choice. I don't put easy choices in front of you. I put the big choices in front of you. You determine the future of this stream. You determine where we go this evening. And you're tying the results. Good job. Oh, wait, no, Alice is breaking ahead with a second vote. Oh, wait, whoa, we got Shu and Alice tied neck and neck. We're running out of time. Oh, Alice breaks ahead. People want to see some DLC. We're almost out of time. Here it comes. And there it is. The winner is Alice. The winner is Alice by 1 vote. You did it. You did it, chat. You want to see DLC. And so you shall see DLC. Livid, welcome in. We'll do some Alice. Embark on a wonderfully wonky journey through Wonderland, queening all the ways he always made one way. Inner Troll wanted to be a tied vote for everything. I know, I could see that happening. Here's the thing. All of you that want the tied votes, I know who you are. I know you. I know where my community comes from. I know the other channels that you watch. I've seen what you do. Do you think I'm not prepared? Do you think I'm not prepared for you to tie the vote? Someday you're going to tie that vote, and then you're going to see I have plans. Feel so seen. Crab with a stash fitting we're going to Wonderland. I don't know why. I just enjoy having a mustache in my crab form. It just seems so fitting. It fits on my head so beautifully. Put a bucket on the crab so you cannot see it. Oh my god. Alright, we're following the rabbit. Let's go. Wonderland entrance hall. Down the rabbit hole. We enter, we go. Oh, the white rabbit is the one that's giving us the jobs even.
Fix it with the portable spittle gun, and not a moment too soon. Hurry, hurry. An awful child, of that there can be no doubt, has besieged us. Not only did she eat and drink that which wasn't hers, but she then cried herself a river with which to make her escape. She has besmirched both the reputation of wonderful children the world over and the walls of our once great hall. I'm already far too late to explain it much more, but we would very much appreciate you getting to it. The sooner you can be done, the sooner we can all forget it ever happened in the first place.
I hope the white rabbit is giving us all of these jobs. Cheap viewers, how dare you? My viewers are not cheap. My viewers are extremely expensive. They are high class and high taste, and I am lying through my teeth, but I like them anyway. Oh. You know what? This is fitting. Holes feature very prominently on this stream.
Welcome to our great hall. I hope we can trust you to behave more reasonably than that child, Alice.
Oh, the mouse is already just starting shit. Okay.
A more awful creature you couldn't hope to find without adding whiskers, sharp claws, and calling it a... You know what.
Say it, mouse.
No, I can't even say it, but say it.
We're priceless, as in no one would pay a penny for us. Wow. I'm sure somebody would. I'm not going to, but that's mainly because I'm poor. I think the bots completely misunderstand something about streaming. The streamer is not supposed to be paying the money for the viewers. The viewers is supposed to pay the money to the streamer. And then the streamer's supposed to, like, not know how to handle that. And be very confused at the generosity that occurs. That's my experience thus far. That is both my personal experience as well as the experience of everyone that I have seen. I don't remember how I pick things up. Oh no. How do I pick things up again? Oh shit. Oh. I was too close to it. That's what it was. I was too close and the prompt was not there. There's a toggle to just move the washer without moving your whole view. Oh, yes. I always forget what it is, so thank you for saying it. I don't use it often, but it does occasionally turn out to be a useful thing if you're, like, shoved in a corner somewhere. It's not something I usually use, but it has been useful from time to time. And again, I do constantly forget what it is, so thank you for reminding me. I don't want to give the impression of, like, I'm not gonna use that. Because I do. I just don't usually. What's this? Is this a door? It is a door. It's a multi-door, in a way. I like this door. This is a good door. Hmm? Oh my god. I hope I get to clean the tea party. Oh. Oh, the tea party will be a wonderful thing to clean. Because then I can do really terrible versions of the Mad Hatter voice the entire time. How obnoxious will I be able to be come tea party time? This is the question that no one asked, but which I am desperate to answer.
It's time for tea!
The real question is, which version of Alice is this? Because there's so many to choose from. I get the distinct impression that this is not American McGee.
Mad Watch! Mad Watch!
In the spirit of the Tea Party, you know what you're all gonna have to do at some point, chat. You're gonna have to do this fairly regularly, too.
Change places!
American McGee is Alice. That would be great, wouldn't it? It would be so much dirtier, too. There'd be so much dirt. Like, I don't mean dirtier like dirtier. I mean dirtier like there would just be more dirt.
Clean cop, move down. And a very merry unbirthday to all of you.
I'm losing my mind already. I always kind of identified with the Mad Hatter growing up. No, none of you should be surprised at this statement. None of you, I highly doubt any of you are surprised at this. But ever since I was a little kid, just like, I get this guy. I understand. Yes. He's living his best life. The Disney birthday song is now stuck in your head. Good. I'm glad I can have a strong effect on this world. Sconce is a little bit sideways. Should probably turn it more sideways, then it won't be so sideways. Then it'll be upways. Ooh. I have done this much. How big is this area? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, it keeps going. Oh, it keeps going. Why does it ding-a-ling? Why is it ding-ding here? Oh no. Oh no. Streamer used to mod for before he just kind of vanished off the face of the internet had a community Minecraft server that endeavored to build Wonderland. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. That takes some skill. Building a Wonderland, just in general, is kind of a daunting task. Because not only do you need to be able to build everything right, you need to be able to build everything wrong, and you need to be able to build everything wrong in the right way. Because you know when it's right, and you know when it's wrong, and you know when it's rightly wrong. Like, this is pretty Wonderlandish, this is rightly wrong. This has a logic to it, and the logic is broken. Now granted, this is definitely seeming to go more along the lines of the mouse version of things, and the mouse version of things is rightly wrong in the same kind of way that, like, Toontown in Roger Rabbit is rightly wrong. It's cartoon logic more than anything else. But you could do versions of Wonderland that are not cartoon logic, but are still broken logic enough that it makes sense to be a Wonderland. But to recreate that, you gotta get everybody on the same page. Huh. Taking part in attempting to build RuneScape in Minecraft? What the f- What? As one does, yes. That sounds like a perfectly ordinary, normal thing to do. Lumiere, what happened to you? Johnny, why are you on the wall? Nobody's gonna get that reference. Nobody is gonna get that reference at all, but I still say it. The reference being that John Tartaglia, Johnny, played Lumiere in the Broadway version of Beauty and the Beast. And Johnny is a friend of mine, so anytime I see a candelabra, I have to be that asshole and be like, Johnny, what are you doing here? Which, if he is around for when I make that joke, will usually cause a facepalm, which is exactly what I want to do. Because if you are my friend, I am going to torment you. I don't care how famous you are. It was the middle of the pandemic. I understand. You don't need to be in the midst of being stuck at home to do crazy things in Minecraft like that. You just need to play Minecraft. Minecraft Earth is a thing still that people are working on. If there's insanity to be done, if there is insanity to be done, it is being done in Minecraft. This is just the way of things. This is the way of the world. Everything will be replicated in Minecraft at some point. Even Minecraft has been replicated in Minecraft because people built computers in Minecraft to play Minecraft. Poor Exhibit is going to have a heart attack if he ever finds out. Because then he's going to have to try to figure out how to put that in a car. And I don't think that show even happens anymore, but he's still going to do it. I think this level is going to take a long time. We may not get to the tea party today. I hope you don't mind that you're just going to be listening to me ramble for a couple hours while I spray a wall. I know at least one of you is going to be like, that's why we're here, and then I'm going to question your sanity. I'm going to wonder what's wrong with you. And then I'm going to wonder what's wrong with me. And I've been wondering that for decades. Science still doesn't know the answer to that one. That's why we're... Yep, see? Now I know which one of you is to watch. Whomst in my chat is mildly broken. Why? It's the ones that are here to listen to me ramble. You don't walk away from that unscathed. You just don't. I have a reputation. I know what it is. I lurk in chats. I know what's said about me when you don't think I'm there. Is that not how Powerwash streams work, regardless of who's streaming? This is, you know what? This is actually a very fair point. Powerwash streams are kind of a descent into madness. You learn something about whoever is streaming it whenever they stream it, because you gotta talk, you gotta be entertaining. And the game isn't going to give you, like, a whole lot of plot to go with. You're basically just, like, what's the plot? Make it wet, you know? Who decorated this place? What? Big ding! Just had the best idea for a I mean, put it out there, put it into the world. They might do it. The Powerwash people are completely out of their mind with the DLCs they've done so far. Sandblasting. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's a whole new mechanic. They could make it work. I could see it. I could see it being a thing. Chair complete. My God, now there's so much floor.
So, do you know what this Alice did?
No, Mouse. Tell me more. What did she do? Other than spark a whole bunch of, macrophilia awakenings in a bunch of kids. I'll tell you.
Okay. Tell me. First, she wafted around saying how ridiculous it was to have a room filled with different sized doors.
Oh, Mouse is upset about that. Okay, that's understandable. You want to have different sized doors. It's an accessibility thing.
Does she not realize how ridiculous it is to call something ridiculous before even taking the time to ask someone, is this in fact ridiculous?
Or laser cleaning. Ooh. That could be good in a sci-fi level, yes. So do we get to cancel Alice now for being against the accessibility of having different sized doors? Because I think Mouse has a point here. You don't want to be calling that ridiculous. Some people need big doors. Some people need small doors. Some people need different doors. A door for everyone. But what if you don't need that kind of door? Then don't use it! Goddamn Victorian children! She was Victorian, right? But does people need more doors? It's not that simple to walk to them. But usually, yes. It gets complicated. One does not simply more door. But if you more door, it's worth it. Very much worth it. This is my door. It was made for me, exactly. Just arguing that people could use medication to change to match the doors that exist. But I mean, do you want to do that? There is such a thing as over-medication, and I think taking medication purely just to fit through a door might be going a little bit overboard. Just a touch. Don't get me wrong, I'm not being like anti-medication. Sometimes you need your brain toothpaste. But to go through a door, not usually the best use of, not the best reasoning there. In the US, do you know how much those meds would cost? Oh my god, that is... This has stopped being lighthearted. Instantly. God. Think of the commercials. Think of the commercials. There's like a family playing frisbee in the park. The bottle with the drink me label floats by. Ask your doctor about Shrink-a-Pan today. Millions of Americans every day are too big to fit through a door. Oh shit, no! Oh no, the commercial's writing itself! Trying to think about how you'd get that approved by the FDA? Corruption. Well, they do have meds for moods, but mood meds are a different thing sometimes. They're necessary. Sometimes, again, it is brain toothpaste. Sometimes you gotta have the thing so that you don't feel like shit. And that is a perfectly ordinary and recognizable, reasonable thing to have. You don't want to do the risk management either. There's so much risk. Imagine you drink too much of it, somebody steps on you. There's problems to be found. The insurance premiums alone. How does Wonderland deal with these problems? Oh wait, no, I know how Wonderland deals with these problems. Corrupt royalty. That's how Wonderland deals with these problems. They don't even need to worry about that. Red tape off with their head. That's entirely different. It's not a better system. Oh. Oh. puts their head through a floor or a wall. Oh. I'm gonna call the insurance company a Victorian child grew too big. There were witnesses, now they're gonna need therapy. Again, some 10-year-old saw it and now they're gonna grow up to have a macrophilia fetish. These things happen. FDA requires much more stringent labeling than drink me. What's the recommended dosage, huh? And then what'd you do? What's the antidote? Oh, it's edibles? Oh, okay. How is that gonna be supplied? The more that I think about it, the more I realize Alice did so much drugs. Her child is a delinquent. Speaking of the government, the DOJ is going after a company for artificially manipulating rent prices. Oh, hey, that sounds like good news. That sounds like wonderful news. Yes, fuck landlords. Given how much opiates were in everything then. Yeah! Yeah! You got the eat me, drink me's, you got the caterpillar who is just 12 kinds of high right from the bat. You got the walrus and the carpenter. There's just so much going on. Orb. As we slowly make our way down the hall. This is only what, the second section? Oh my. Did we bite off more than we could chew? No. Because I want to do all the levels in this game anyway. It's just gonna take forever because they keep adding more. This table. How is this cookie jar staying on this table? The center of gravity of this is all kinds of messed up. Oh, it's beautiful. Good adhesive. You know what? I accept this answer. I don't know why I'm even asking questions like this. I've been on enough movie sets. I've seen stranger things than this in reality. Hell, I've made stranger things than that in reality. I shouldn't be surprised by these things.
For instance, could there be a perfectly good reason why this place has so many differently sized doors?
Yes, some accessibility. People need different sized doors.
Perhaps the animals who use the doors are also of different sizes.
Mouse gets it. Mouse is championing accessibility here. I am entirely on their side.
Perhaps every Sunday all those animals converge here for tea and conversation.
Every Sunday. That's commitment.
And how would you expect a walrus to use a door designed for a dormouse? Utterly ridiculous. Ugh.
Mouse is pissed. And you know what? Rightfully so. Mouse read the ADA guidelines, yeah. Mouse gets it. Would a door designed for a dormouse be a mouse door? No, it'd be a dormouse door. Why is it sparkling here? Oh, I'm blind now. Okay. Why is it sparkling? Stop sparkling. Quit it. Stop with these little tingling noises of joy. How dare you? Don't you know I'm a crab? Being crabby is not usually lend itself to one being joyful. Being crabby means I am full of complaints at all times. Would a dormouse whose job it is to open the dormouse doors be a dormouse dormouse? Yes. Took me a second to parse that through my brain after I said it, but yes, they would. They would be a dormouse door, a dormouse. Now, okay. This door is having a little bit of a problem. This door is a little bit melty, and this is why you're supposed to keep your hallways at certain degrees. You don't want to mess with the thermostat too much, because then your doors start to melt, and then you end up with a door on the floor, and a floor door is really just an entranceway to the cellar. And that is not exactly what you want out of your doorway. When you want your doorway to go sideways, you don't usually want it to also go downways. This leads to problems in space. The door was left in the car. Oh, that's a crime. If you're going to leave a door in the car, you make sure that that door has plenty of water, that it has some snacks to get to. You can go you don't have to do it, but you can go the extra mile and make sure it has its favorite music on. But if you don't take care of your door and you end up with situations like this because you left it in the car, people are well within their right to call some kind of door protective services on you. Because this is just, it's not healthy. It's just not healthy. Why is it dingling? I'm almost afraid to walk through that. Are the doors getting more melted? Or is it the same amount of melted and I'm just... Am I getting bigger, or are the doors getting smaller? Have I been drugged with the Mario mushrooms? This Alice child has given me a contact high. Truly a monster. You know, after cleaning Santa's workshop, this ain't weird at all. That is a sentence, what? That Alice gave me a contact high and she's a monster? These are just truths. It's a harsh truth, but it's truth. This is why you can't trust Victorian children. The only time you can trust them is if you are paying them and you are named Sherlock Holmes. The Baker Street Irregulars are the only trustworthy Victorian children. The rest of them are on way too much laudanum to be trusted. Have to get the other side of the door frame. We'll deal with that after I get the rest of this hallway. We got one half of it. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Also, lead-laced candy. That's just how you... I'm not gonna begrudge them that. That's where the flavor comes from. The flavor that eats away at your brain. The snack that eats you back, starting with your mind. It's like pineapples. That's why they use lead. It's sweet. I know. I know the horrible truths of our time. Sconce. So is this all Alice is doing? All this dirt? Because, I mean, this is a lot. And as much as I want to blame Victorian children for anything I possibly can, I do have to point out that just maybe, just maybe, White Rabbit being a really, really busy sort might not notice the mess that he's leaving behind him.
Because when you're late for a very important date.
Sometimes you don't realize that you left dirt all over the fucking wall, now did you? Did your very important date involve wiping your fucking feet when you got in? I don't think so. So maybe there's a little bit of blame to go around. She did cry a lot. Well, this can't all be tear stains. Sure, she cried a river, but come on. You're not gonna get that much erosion in a day. Given the amount of drugs involved here, I don't know if anyone noticed the mess unit. Yes! They didn't realize until after the fact. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Alice is innocent by any means. I'm just saying she's not the only guilty party here. And I'm sure if they could say anything other than dingle dangle dingle, these little twinkling pixie fairies would have some things to say about all this. Unfortunately, all this little dingle dangle dingle that they're saying, I have a really hard time parsing out their accent. I'm more used to the Legend of Zelda's varies, where their accent is more screaming in your face. How many doors do they have here, anyway? I am actually curious now. One for the ceiling walker. Okay, 2, little one. 3, which is kind of more of a window, but a window can also be a door, so that's 3 there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 doors. There are certainly places with more doors than that. What was she complaining about? I've seen hallways with more than 15 doors just in a hospital. Whoa. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Okay, ceiling time. You know, normally there's the question of, like, how the hell did they get all this stuff on the ceiling? And I feel like this is one of the first times where I don't need to ask that question, because somebody clearly just walked on it. Furthermore, Alice proceeded to eat and drink our wares without the least consideration for their purpose. Tell me more. Let it all out. Let it all out. Did she ponder even for the merest moment why we might need eat-me cakes to make us grow? Tell me about it, Mouse. Tell me about it. Tell me. Unload. Unload, my boy. Or drink me potions to make us shrink. No, she didn't. She didn't think of it. She was only thinking about herself. Selfish child. What about your needs? What about your wants? What about your desires? No, she did not. She simply took one look and guzzled the lot. What a bitch. My God, it's beautiful. And I've finally finished with this section, so I don't need to listen to this tinkling anymore. Jesus fucking Christ, that scared the shit out of me. That actually jump scared me. That actually scared the shit out of me. Fucking cat. Oh my God, you little asshole. Oh, I am so glad I have a water gun. I'm gonna spritz the shit out of you. You dick. You dick. Oh. It got me. That got me good. Oh, it's because the laugh is all distorted and everything. It's like, oh, that was a noise. Are you glad you dealt with that bodily function before stream now? Yes. I needed to poop, okay? It was important. Swear to God, are you still there? Are you still there? I'm gonna fucking get you. You little piece of shit. Show yourself. If I catch you, I swear to God. I think that's like, that honest, wait a minute, hold up. Thinking about this, has there been a Powerwash level before that actually had a living character in it? It's always just been text messages. And like, sure, occasionally something is animated, like the DeLorean and the time train and the Back to the Future stuff. And the hologram in, like, the 2015 future Back to the Future thing. Basically, it's all been in Back to the Future that I've noticed animation stuff. But I don't think there's been just, hey, here's a character in the world. So that's startling on its own. And then, of course, it's the fucking Cheshire Cat, so he's laughing his ass off at me. Being a dick. With a distorted laugh that sounds like I'm being haunted. wait to spray this cat. I'm gonna spray this cat. I missed my chance this time. But there will be more. They'll do it again. That's not just a one and done. You do that multiple times. And I'm gonna get them. And I hope there's an achievement for it. Yeah! Yes! There we go. Alright, we've made progress thus far. It's been an hour, though. So I'm gonna put you on the BRB screen. Time has come to take the first break of the evening. If you got the channel points, go fishing. It should still be alive. Lurkbait, you still alive. Lurkbait's still alive. Go fishing. Use your channel points. If you don't, then stand up. Do some bodily functions. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and I'll get jump scared by the Cheshire Cat again. BRB. Welcome back from the ads. Thank you for sticking around. If you did, lurkers, I see you in the back. I love you. Chatters, I love you as well. Let's go over a couple things. This is normally the halfway point in the stream, but we started an hour later this week because of reasons. Well, let's take a look at the decks. Let's see what we got. You still got to get... There's 161 things to get. You have 154 of them. You have done so well. I'm so proud of you, chat, but you still have more things to find. What do we got here? Ads, Banana, Guts Man's Ass, Pedro, Chippa Chappa. This still... How have you not caught this yet? Do you have any idea how long ago I put this in the pond? You still haven't caught it. I cannot wait for the day that you catch that. Because I will lose my mind and celebrate when it finally happens. Meat Popsicle, there's been a couple of those. The Danonation voice lines, there's still been only one catch of Bone Skeleton. We need more Bone Skeleton. We got these things here. New hand touches the beacon. We got the Liz voice lines. These have been caught, both of them multiple times. Don't worry, Tonamel. They will. You're in the queue. You're in the queue. Bustin's in there. That makes me feel good. Macho Man. This has yet to be caught. Morshoe's been caught. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're all... Okay. Alright. Okay. I promise. You'll get to fish in a second. Dracula's been caught. I think that's one of the newest things. There's a number of things that still haven't been caught there. Purr's been caught. Control's been caught. The Dagwood voice lines. You've caught one of them so far. But there's still more. Oh god, Jesus Christ. Alright, fine. Go fishing. Holy shit. The amount! The amount! Oh, there's 26 in line! I love you, chat. I love you so much. You're wonderful. Fish! I hope you catch that one thing. I also hope you catch the other Dagwood voice lines that are in here, because those are the newest things, and I always love when the newest things are caught, and it's no longer a secret that Dagwood voiced some things because you've caught one of them. And I love pointing out that people have been nice enough to add voices for the pond. Stream friends who have been on stream with me have been willing to add their voices to this stupid, stupid, stupid toy that I love so goddamn much.
It builds a community. It builds a community.
Alright, let's get jump scared by a stupid fucking cat again. Ah!
Silver Nightwing gifted glorious carcinization of tier 1 to Strix Susky Chaser.
Congratulations, Strixus, you have gained glorious carcinization. Silver, thank you for gifting a sub to Strixus. Enjoy carcinization, you get to be a crab now. It comes for us all. There's no way to avoid it. It's more a matter of when.
Now you get to have tentacles and claws.
Is that a door in the door? It is. It's so tiny. Why can't I stand back up? There we go. I'm just bracing myself, waiting for this goddamn cat to start laughing at me again. I'm so nervous about it. I'm so nervous about Oh, hey. Okay. You got the dink donk. That's a new one. That's a new one. Good new catch. Good new catch. I found the most annoying bell sound I could possibly find for that. Jesus Christ. Part of me finding the right noises to go along with the things that I put in the pond, sometimes it's just like, what can I put in here that's going to annoy the shit out of me whenever it's caught? And that was one of them, and I'm glad I did it. The thing? How is this door not clean? There. I think that's this whole bit. I hope that's this whole bit. So if nothing else today, you have caught something new. Endnull has just told you there's apparently a series of novels that has a cult of carcinization. The Heretical Fishing series. Excuse me while I write this down. Because that sounds lovely. Hold on. Where is... Oh shit, I don't have any of my notes open because I had to do things... Hayluck Jobson. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna actually write this down on paper.
I'm writing it down. Hold on. Bear with me. What day is it? 23rd. Oh, heck.
Teddy reads book to chat when. I mean, I could do that. I have a couple of books that are in public domain. What, you want Frankenstein come Halloween? I could make that happen. Heretical fishing. Okay, heretical fishing. Haylock Jobson. I love a good cult of carcinization. That's basically what this stream is. Tadam's House of Fish is...
Ask me about Loom.
Tadam's House of Fish is proud to ask about Loom of Dan. Which... That's extra funny because Dan gave me that voice line of, I didn't even ask for it. I asked for the Bone Skeleton one. He's like, I'm gonna give you something else too. And he gave me the ask me about Loom thing. He's never played Loom. He doesn't know the first thing about the game Loom. I know more about Loom than him because I've watched somebody stream it in the past. And it cracks me up every single time I hear Dan say the voice line of ask me about Loom because I know he doesn't have answers. I have the answers. And someday, I want to stream Loom just to force Dan to watch it. I love a good point-and-click adventure. I grew up on the point-and-click adventures. I played the Monkey Island when I was far too young to understand the jokes of Monkey Island. I'm all for forcing Dan to see things, right? It's a great plan. putting my lips on that. Exactly.
Hello. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
I don't have a car, Liz. I live in a city. I live in a city with a population higher than most states. I live in a city with a population higher than some countries. Which sound card?
Ask me about Loom.
God damn it, Dan. You really want to know about Loom today. Which sound card did you have when you played Monkey Island? I do not know. I was very small. I'm relatively certain it was an Amiga. I don't know what the sound card was. So much fishing. Chad, I love when you go all in on the fishing. I just want to point that out. I love when you go all in. It amuses me so much. I don't have many things to use channel points on. There's the occasional name a thing after me reward that you can do. Outside that, it's just fishing, so you may as well use it when you have it.
AIDS.
Ding, you stupid window. There we go. Starting from the top and working our way down. That's what's going on here. Ceiling's gonna be lovely. Keep your ears and eyes open though, chat, because if you see this cat before I do, please yell it out so that I may spritz them. It's like, cat wants to laugh at me, bad cat. Get off the chair. Off the furniture. I'm so upset that that cat jump scared me. You have no idea. I got jump scared in Powerwash by a cat. But Teddy, what if he wants to? The ads fish could use a clip of Teddy screaming. That, you know what? That's actually a good idea. Why am I being sprayed with water? Because you're on the furniture. You're not being sprayed with water, don't worry. It's the Cheshire cat that's being sprayed with water because that asshole jump scared me. Can't believe that I got legitimately fucking jump scared by the goddamn Cheshire cat. I'm gonna be upset about this for a while. The Cheshire cat has made an enemy this day, is what has happened. Get off the furniture this time. But what if I'm the Cheshire? Then you're gonna get sprayed for jump scaring me. If you spray the cat, does the water show his invisible outline or pass directly through? I don't know enough of the rules of the Cheshire Cat to be able to answer that. Does the Cheshire Cat just become invisible? Or does it become completely immaterial? Is the Cheshire Cat a ghost? There's so many questions to be answered. Because if the Cheshire Cat is a ghost, then we know what we need to do then. We need to get Neil Cicierega on the phone and do some busting. Because I, for one, ain't afraid of no sleep. Superposition. Is that what we're doing to the Cheshire Cat, or is that what the Cheshire Cat is? It's impossible for Cheshire Cat to be a ghost because there's no way he died 9 times. Jumping through parallel universes with a long jump. You know what? That sounds accurate. I can see that. I can see that being a thing. This painting. For some reason, this painting gives me vibes of that weird dinosaur cartoon. Yee. If you know what I'm talking about. He's both there and not there. You only know which once you look. For God's sake, this Schrodinger! No! The amount of times I've had to read about fucking Schrodinger. Fun fact, chat. When I was in college, sure, I majored in theater, but I took enough elective classes that I was like 2 classes away from having a minor in psychology. So that should also explain a little tiny bit as to why I am the way that I am. And the amount of times that I've had to read about friggin' Schrodinger and his goddamn cat.
Perhaps when something important happens, we all converge here to decide upon a decision.
Mouse is still pissed off about Alice being a dick. Still pissed about the door comment. That was like an hour ago.
Imagine how difficult it would be for a mouse with a good idea to be heard above a walrus.
That's fair. That's fair. Sheshdinger. Oh god, no.
But what if the small animals consumed the eat me cake and the larger animals the drink me potion until everyone was the same size?
Am I learning about the governmental bodies of Wonderland?
Would we reach a fair decision then?
Maybe?
Maybe yes, but did Alice consider that before scoffing the lot?
No? I'm gonna guess no. That sounds like a no. Sounds like every anarchist group have been around.
You're not wrong.
Schrodinger would be super mad at how popular the cat is now too. Yes, he would. Yes, he absolutely would. That was one of the fucking things I read about Schrodinger. Oh. He would be pissed because so many people just don't get the idea either. It's like, not literally, you idiots! It's a thought experiment to show how stupid the idea is! He would hate it. Tempted to pull a Salmon Max with that mouse and hold it on the window with buttery fingers. Oh no! Why? He's just grumpy because Alice showed up and talked shit about his doors and then ate and drank all his stuff. You'd be grumpy too if all of your anarchist snacks got eaten. I'm missing spots on this thing, and they're really tough to get. A buttered cat paradox. Is that the one where, like, you have a piece of buttered toast on the cat? Because that's not really a paradox, that's an engine. Main character is an animal control agent who gets called to deal with a hoarder, but it turns out she recluse all the thought oh no. Schrodinger's cat lady. Oh no. Well, we've got this cat that's alive and dead at the same time, and we've got... Look, we don't like to talk about it, but there's the elephant in the room as well. Just get more snacks. Yeah, that's fair. Butter toast on the cat? Yay. That's an engine. If you can get it secured tightly enough, that sucker'll spin. Duck rabbits. Oh my god, the duck rabbits. How could I forget the duck rabbits? They've got an identity crisis, every single one of them. You had a perfectly good duck, and now you've given it anxiety. It doesn't know which season it is. Duck season, rabbit season, it doesn't want either of them. Share. Drop the toast, drop the cat, tied the toast to the cat, drop the both, string broke, and they both landed correctly. Yep. That's why you have to secure it really well. That's the hard part, because the universe does not like to be toyed with, and it will break that... It will separate the toast from the cat at any opportunity. Like, you're trying to fight the forces of nature by doing this, so you gotta be real secure with it. Is this a door or a window? It's a window. Curtains are weird. Would it do that weird thing where the wing nut and micrograv where it spins one way, then flips, then goes the other? I mean that, again, it's the engine. It might? problem is none of us have ever been able to connect the toast to the cat strongly enough to really find out the answers to this. It's one of the great unsolved mysteries of science. We have a very good idea of what it can do, but the amount of energy that that's going to give off, it's dangerous.
Bottle.
I hear you shining out there in the hallway. Knock it off. Every few years, a tech company applies for funding and blows $50 million on failed cat toast engine prototypes. Yep. Whoever gets it, though, free energy. You get that engine up and running, perpetual motion. Perpetual motion will finally be achieved. The real question is, will it speed up? Because if it gains speed with time, then the noises that are going to come out of that cat, woo, going to be like bagpipes. Without the bag. Suspect sabotage from Big Oil? Of course. 100%. It's the Toontown Freeway all over again. Either that or you invent cats that can fly and get into everything. I feel like that's not that far off from where we are with cats to begin with, so that's not too much of a change. Cats are already kind of an anti-gravity liquid. A relevant commercial in Discord? I need to look at this. I need to know what this is. Oh my god. I will look at that commercial later. Just from the preview, I know that is definitely something that I want to see. Side note, exclamation mark Discord. We have a Discord. You can go in there. There's stuff. There is also currently a poll in the Discord. In the announcements tab where I put where I'm going live and whatnot, there is currently a poll because I have a 6-pack of terrible sodas and we need to know what order we're going to drink them in. So you can vote for your favorite of the sodas to determine which one will be first. Second place will go second and so on and so forth until we go through all 6 of the flavors. With flavors like ranch, sweet corn, and peanut butter and jelly. Flippy still owes you an explanation for where BossBot HQ is. Can't help you there. I don't know enough about that Toontown. Have had PBJ booze, but not soda. Voted for corn because another Discord urine is obsessed with the idea of corn Fanta. Oh my. Wish me luck. Eh, thank you. I have something of an iron stomach, so I should be fine. I will make my reviews of these sodas as artistic as I possibly can. The question is, how well will my gift of gab work when I am violently retching from terrible sodas? I highly doubt I'll be violently retching. I'm sure I'll be fine. Teddy Malort is fine, Kanikami. Exactly. I legitimately enjoy Malort. I think I'm gonna survive these sodas. Those of you that tuned in for OBG's charity stream, you know full well I am a goddamn monster. They don't sound that awful. They sound... You're right, they don't sound that awful, but they sound bad enough. They sound like bad choices. I'm sure I'm probably gonna like one or two of them. I feel like I'm gonna like the peanut butter and jelly one. I think that one's gonna be fine. I'm probably gonna actually be like, this is okay, this is good. I suspect the corn is probably gonna be another one of the least offensive to me, because as I've mentioned many times at this point, I am an American and all of our soda is corn anyway. It's not that much of a stretch. I am, however, not looking forward to the buffalo sauce one. That seems like a bad idea. Ranch bacon and buffalo wing sound not great because savory soda. Yeah. Those seem like they'll probably be the worst ones. The bacon one is probably going to be fine. I've had enough weird bacon things that I'm used to it. When I was on tour, my castmates, they knew me. They knew what I was and what I continue to be and still am. They knew. And so they would see things that were on menus in places and they'd be like, that's weird. Let's buy it for Teddy. And they would give it to me and I'd be like, fuck yeah, let me have this. And one of the things was literally just a shot of gin. Not a shot, but like a small tumbler of gin with just a strip of bacon shoved in it. And they gave it to me and they're like, this is so weird, ha 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 ha. And I looked at them like, this is not weird at all. What the hell are you talking about? And then I drank the gin and ate the bacon and just had a lovely night of it. Have you ever had Caesar salad candy cane, gravy candy cane, and Bigfoot candy? I have not had those. I've seen the salad and the gravy one. What is the Bigfoot candy cane? Does it taste like feet? Because I'm not interested in that. Bacon and gin sounds awesome. Yeah. My castmates were like, this is so weird. I'm just like, you don't know what weird is. You are disturbingly normal. If that is what you think is weird, give me that bacon. Rabbit, why can't I get the final little bit? Oh, is it that? It was that. Never mind. Brand of soda I really like called Dry, named so because it wasn't sweet. Lavender. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Possum flavored and Dante's Inferno flavored candy cane. Okay. What the hell is possum flavored? And then Dante's Inferno? What? How? Is it just spicy? Cup of coffee-flavored yogurt eaten with a slice of American cheese instead of a spoon. Yeah, it sounds like the kind of thing you do when you're 6. Yeah. That sounds perfectly normal for when you're 6 years old. Or pregnant. don't like this how I don't like how this keeps making noises when I step near the teacup, deep pot. I feel like I'm gonna break them. Archie McPhee. Okay. I know of this company. I have not had those flavors, but I know of this company. These might have to be things that I look out for come the holiday season. Maybe I'll have to do some kind of shill stream where I have terrible candy canes or something. I feel like that's a level of misery that needs to be monetized, you know? The sodas I'm gonna do just for the heck of it, because honestly, some of them might be okay. Many strange snacks that you're not sure why they exist, but they do. I feel like that's a normal enough occurrence for the Twitch lands, yeah. People gotta have their weird snacks. Do I buy a link permission? Ah! Unfortunately, you do not. But you can put the links in the Discord. And I will see them there. You may direct your complaints about the lack of links in chat to whoever it is that keeps making those goddamn bots. Because turning off links in chat was the best way that I could neuter the lot of them. I am unfortunately too old and not savvy to know how to turn it on just for a moment for one person for a time. Double salt licorice. What kind of licorice was it, though? I am very much not a fan of black licorice. Black licorice can go to hell. The flavor of black licorice, like anise. Black licorice would not be the kind of salt you're thinking of. What kind of salt should I be thinking of? Now I'm even more concerned. Aluminum chloride, not sodium chloride. Huh? What? That. You can't just that one. That? What does that mean? Black licorice with aluminum chloride? This sounds... one that had to have special exception to eat. Why does this sound like you're eating thermite? Why does it sound like thermite would be tastier? Alien snot soda. Blech. Leninade, maybe. Zombie brain juice soda. Yeah. You hit me with any kind of zombie thing, I'm just like, the trope is tired. Unicorn magic honeydew soda. That I might enjoy that one. Topical aluminum chloride hexahydrate is used for the treatment of hyperhidrosis. Thermite is safer to eat. What the fuck? What is happening? What is occurring in chat today? Room melting bookshelf. Oh, wait, this is all one book. Oh, that book has seen better days. Ammonium chloride. What? Soda pop shop. Ooh, okay. Normally, when a soda is given a funny name, where it's like, alien snot, it's usually just like, this is just sickeningly sweet. And it's a funny color. That's usually the flavor profile that you get out of it. No, I'm missing more bits. Ammonium chloride is used to spice up dark sweets called salty licorice. Baking to give cookies a very crisp texture. And then the liquor Salmaiki Koskenkorva. In Turkey, Iran, Tajikistan, India, Pakistan, and Arab countries, it's called no shader. It's used to improve the crispness of snacks such as samosas and jalebi. Ha! Mirinda root beer. Ooh, that sounds lovely, actually. Why you no ding door? Ah, there we go. Ding. That area is all good. No shader sounds like a command line flag for a game. Yes. Drink this no clip. That's another thing Alice could have drank. No clip juice. Then you just go through the floor. Don't even worry about shrinking or growing, just go through it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're in the home stretch of this area. Teddy activated no clip. Oh. 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 So if all the different animals are using the different doors, who uses this door? And why do they skip leg day? Ostrich! Ostrich is a good answer. Snail also works. How do you get to Wonderland, over the hill, or Underland just behind the door? Yeah. Hide in the walls so you can jump scare.
This is why you don't get to have links, because these assholes, and then you get banned. You were neutered, you can't use your links. You can't trick my chat. First off, my chat is too smart for you. Second off, you don't get to use links anyway. Ha-ha! Get dunked on, bot.
I like how I gave my explanation of it, and it didn't take long before one of them showed up to prove why I do these things. It's not a perfect solution, but man, it keeps them from being able to do anything useful. And making bots useless is just... it's a delight. Truly. All the effort that they put in to scam you just completely destroyed, you know? Trying to disable links too? It's up to them. Every streamer's gonna have their preferences. Considering I am basically... except for the times where Liz is here, I am the mod. I run my little corner of the internet with an iron fist. So I just make it easy on myself, that's it.
This ceiling become clean.
Iron pincer. Iron claw. Yes!
I'll get you next time. Gadget.
Yeah. I'm okay. That's not a voice I should do. At least not after a day of work. That is a voice that I need to, like, prep for. Jason's bot auto times out for links, then you can untime out real people. Oh, that's a good tactic, too. That is definitely also a good tactic. Tea selection! Tea tap brewing menu. Tenacious tea. You know, hide in the walls. Hide in the walls all you want. I'll spritz you. What's the tea? Oh, that's a great gossip choice. I love that one. Tip top tea. Tealicious tea. These are some good tea choices. I'm gonna go with the what's the tea. Would you say that they are tea-rific? I will give you your laugh track for that. It's almost done. Whoa. That was terrible. Oh my god. All of you. None of you are free from sin. Tea dispenser spout. That's done. Room door doors. Room ceiling arch frames. Which ones? But which ones? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, which ones? Room ceiling arch frames, 1 out of 2. Where is this one? This one? Oh, I see it. Oh, it's the top of it. Okay, and there we go. Assaulting my senses. Keep at it, chat. I'll keep giving you a laugh track. Is a laugh track accepting of the joke, or is it unaccepting of the joke? It could go either way. Depends on how you feel about laugh tracks. Does it accentuate the joke, or is it a sign of a hack situational comedy? Oh my god. T-Rex. Gonna tee me off. Just clowns, the lot of you. Are you kidding me? Was the cat sitting in there the entire time? You little piece of shit. You're sitting in that chair the whole time. Oh. I see you're done, and just in the nick of time. 11s are fast approaching, and the walruses are already upon the door. If I don't double it to the Duchess's kitchen, trifle will be cold, and who would want that? Now come, the blasted nuisance has struck again. There's already something else for you to do. I think the White Rabbit needs, a sedative. Another one. Get that pot. Cat was just there teasing you. Oh my god. Who long live the...
But it's becoming increasingly obvious. I can deny it no longer. I am small.
White Rabbit's house. 11D7 Carroot Lane. Bill the Lizard. Alright, Governor. You must be the who-jammer flip with the thingamajig, and not a moment too soon, I'd say. There's Mr. Rabbit's place. We've several holes in it. Won't have no mind being there, if you get me mean. Unfortunately, he ain't around to tell you any more than that, as he's off trying to apprehend a 20-foot girl what's disappeared into thin air. Good luck with that, I say. Anyways, you better get to it. I mean, there's an house caked in coat. No, I mean coated in cake. And then there's you with your great wet quarter cannon fingerable. Bill. Partially sorry for starting the pun trend and that. No, this is my life. This is just what happens. Japanese word for tea is cha, which of course is just chat, but missing a T. I'm fine. I am perfectly fine. I have Pepsi. Started work on an MLP coffee shop AU called Strawbucks. Have a doc of tea puns. I just felt a chill down my spine. Rabbit's gonna be pissed. Well, let's start with the door. I don't mind saying what Rabbit's as mad as a hat full of angry carrots. I don't think any of us would be mad about saying that, Bill.
mean, wouldn't you be? After an odd day, rushing here, there, and everywhere, he comes home, open his door to see what? Hat full of carrots, yeah. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna do a snooze. We got a little bit of time before pre-roll turns on, so I can push it a little, just a little bit. An enormous arm giving him the elbow, that's all. Oh, God. Poor rabbit. Was he in a knee? That depends, Bill. Was there a weenus involved? Oh, it's got a carrot design in it. Kind of. It was a large one, not a weenie. It's alright, chat. I know if you go into certain places, you do these puns, you get timed out for it. I know. This is a safe place for your puns. You can do them as much as you like, and the worst thing that'll happen is I will just fill you with shame. The less you're capable of feeling shame, the better you'll do here. If only Dan were here. He's probably lurking in the back somewhere, seething with rage. Put on the cone of shame. You have my permission for the next time you're in Dan's stream to give him the puns that he missed out on by not being here today. Give him no context as to why these puns exist. Because the less information he has, and the more confusing it is, the better it'll be. You may get timed out for it. But this is a sacrifice that I am willing to make. I'm going full Farquaad with this one. Hit Dan with the puns. Some of you may die, but this is the risk that I am willing to take. Just try and try again. Exactly. Okay, entranceway. It's nice and clean. Let's get this little outer bit thing, archway thingam stuff. Beautiful. All right, that is the intro entrance something something something. That's a bunch of handprints. Man, she did a number on this place. Cat? Cat. Where? I know you're gonna be here. I know you're hiding somewhere. I'll get you, you cat. I don't know where you are, but I'll find you. Anyway, we got the entranceway done. It's been another hour. Twitch wants to run some ads. So, I'm gonna let it. Ads are gonna happen.
Welcome to the BRB screen. Once again, if you have the channel points, now is the perfect time to just spam the hell out of them and go fishing. And if you don't have those channel points, then it is time to stand up, stretch, get a drink, get a snack, do whatever you need to do. And in 3 minutes, we're going to clean up the White Rabbit's house some more and hear more from Bill the Lizard. And I'm probably going to get, I'm going to get jump scared again by this cat. I know it's coming and I don't know where he's going to be and it's going to annoy me. So look forward to that. BRB, 3 minutes. Go fishing. Welcome back from the ads. Once again, lurkers, I see you in the back. I love you. Chatters, I love you as well. How's the fishing been going? I went and got an Angry Orchard from the fridge, so I didn't see everything that happened. Let's see. Capybara was caught again. It doesn't look like anything new. Has returned to reality. No, I've never lived there. Let's see. Tire. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything new during that ad break. You did get some more recent things. I think that's the second time that that pipe has been caught. Oh, God. My ears. That one hasn't been caught for a long time, but woo, it's back. I'm awake. Good. Good. That's what it's there for. Okay, so we got a capybara and a metal pipe. You did it, chat. Almost dropped it on my foot. Oh! Welcome back to video game. That's probably going to be the last ad break of the evening. We're going to work on Rabbit's house, and we're going to finish up with Rabbit's house, most likely. Let's get this stuff cleaned. There is a bunch of stuff here, though. Maybe we will end up with another ad break, depending on how quick it takes for me to clean this. Because there's a lot, and we've only just started. Good news is, next week, I'll be back on my normal hours, so we'll have a little bit more time to play games. And I won't have to, like, dip out so quickly. But we might get some overtime in today, because I do want to... I need to finish this level. I can't just leave a half-cleaned house. Dirt stains above look like handprints? That's because they are. That's because of that goddamn Victorian child. Oh, wrong button. This. I don't want to. That's fine. There. Never trust a Victorian child. This is what you've learned. He keeps a big old clock on his floor. What is this, the big comfy couch? I had such a crush on that clown growing up. Not ashamed to admit it. Beware of the catastrophe that may jump at you once more. Oh, I know! I'm waiting for it. I am prepared to spray. I will spritz this cat. Actually, you know where he might be. He might be upstairs. Show yourself. It's you! It is you! Okay, the water goes through the cat. The water officially goes through the cat. This is the one cat that you cannot hit with the squirt bottle. And may I add, I hate their laugh. I hate that distorted laugh. This specific version of the Cheshire Cat, I don't like the laugh. The laugh disturbed me. The power of cats compel you. I like cats. I'm even fond of the Cheshire Cat in a number of versions. This version, however, I don't like its laugh. It bothers me. There's something about it. There's something about it that just feels, it tickles me the wrong way. This specific version of the Cheshire Cat sounds more haunted than the others. Ah, carp. Woohoo! That's that floor. I don't know why I'm getting the floors this time, but it just feels right. Is there a Magikarp in Lurkbait? Not yet. I could certainly add one. And I have streamed a Pokemon game before, so you know what? I could do that. Actually, I've streamed a couple Pokemon games. Granted, I did all of them, I think, before I moved over to Twitch, so they're all in the YouTube stuff, but they're in the archives. They're there. I have done the Pokemon Snap, and I have done the, what's it called? What's the new one called? Violet. That's what it was. My brain was just like, Sword and Shield, no! X and Y, no! Violet! Colors! So anyways, White Rabbit does what any proud homeowner would do. He climbs up to the window, tutting away. Tut, 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 and the like. With a bit of the old exasperated sigh. But no sooner had he got up to the window than this huge hand comes out and swats him away like he was a gnat or something. Straight into his prize-winning cucumber frame. You seen the fishes in Toontown Online? No, because I never played Toontown Online, so I don't know literally anything about it. When I hear Toontown, I think Roger Rabbit. I never played Toontown as a kid. Moonfish in astronaut suit, seahorse with a horse with a snorkel, swimming trunks, flipper, snorkel, trunks, and flippers. Balloonfish, which is a fish with the balloon, yeah. PB and jellyfish, okay. These sound about right. I have a bone to pick with Toontown, though. And it's a very much just an old man griping about a cloud kind of deal. But it's my old man griping about a cloud deal. And so I'm going to have it. Toontown is the reason that people call their characters Toons in all MMOs, and it annoys the shit out of me. It is so very much an old man yells at cloud kind of deal. but it bothers me so much. Like, I never heard anyone call their characters Toons until Toontown existed, because your Toons are literally Toons in Toontown because it's fucking Toontown. And I'm sitting there playing World of Warcraft and fucking whatever other MMOs I was playing at the time. City of Heroes, City of Villains, like all these things. And people called their characters characters. And then Toontown existed, and then they started calling them Toons. And I got annoyed. There's absolutely no reason for me to get annoyed about that, because it's... why? It does not matter in the slightest. But it was just the thing of like, this is not my language. This is... no, I don't like this. And it's the one time that I've gone like full old man yells at Cloud. I'm just like, this is wrong. Why? Why are you doing this? It takes away from the gravitas of my cow man. You know? I take my cow man who goes cooking on a hilltop seriously. He's not a toon. He's a character. As you can tell from me cracking up just from explaining my annoyance with it, I've kind of gotten over it. And realized that I'm complaining about nothing. But that is my perpetual bone to pick with Toontown. It's like, you changed the language of my video games in a way that makes me feel wrong. I'm going to complain about this a tiny bit. Usually heard people calling their characters Ubers? I've never heard anybody call their character an Uber. That is new to me. Always great when people call characters heroes or whatever when the game never uses that term. Like, yeah. I just always went with characters because I'm an old man and grew up with just like Pool of Radiance and things like that. You're making the characters that you play in your D&D game. Oh, cake stand. Oh, table. Uber was a term used in Toontown for characters with low max HP and a full set of attack. Ah, so it's a specific term within Toontown. Interesting. Which also explains why I've never heard anyone use it, because again, I never played Toontown, so I don't know shit about shit. Oh, every piece is its own ding. Oh, so many dings. Yes. Oh, it feels good to ding so much. Oh, ding. So much ding. Wall tree. Is it this whole thing? Seems to be so. Remember people saying tune in DAOC pre-Toontown. Toontown is definitely the most popular example. Like, I do not doubt that people called them tunes before Toontown, but it never really seemed that popular. And then Toontown happened, and I feel like it was everywhere after that. I could be entirely wrong. This could be entirely, you know, my biased memory. But that's the way it seemed for me. I don't think I really heard people call things tunes as much until that came about. And if I did, then they were definitely like the minority voice. Popular because of Disney's reputation? Oh yeah, absolutely. What is this 70s fireplace you have, Rabbit?
Oh, it's got a carrot on it. Fireplace carrot. That's adorable.
Vaguely remember tunes being used in MMOs described like alternate character. Yeah. Old man brain no thinky good. I'm definitely not saying that Toontown created the term. I feel like it popularized it more than it was before. Enough so that I can blame it. This is, however, a very quibbling complaint. Because really, for me to complain about language is just like that's just bullshit. You can't really complain about language much because, my god, it's going to evolve. You cannot stop it. It's just gonna happen. Deal with it and move on with your life.
But this word isn't supposed to be used this way.
Tough shit. You have no control over it. None whatsoever.
But literally is getting used to mean figuratively.
Yup, you can't stop it. Just accept it and move on. The world is not gonna stop for you. Irregardless. Yeah, that's another one. You don't like it? Too bad. Colloquial usage cannot be stopped. This is just the way language works. It is a complaint as old as time. And I mean that literally. The tweet for bird noises, now it's mostly Twitter, yep. And Twitter doesn't even want you to call it tweets anymore. They want you to call it some other kind of bullshit. In yet another example of how bad Elon is at everything, he tried to change language for the website, and nobody took the bait. Micro-annoyed when people ask you if they're saying a Japanese word in English properly, like, does it sound natural in English? Yeah, because you're speaking English. It's also why, like, here's the one that actually annoys me. Here is the actual The Realm Online in 1996. Oh, wow. I'm willing to toss blame that way, too. There's plenty of blame to go around. Here is the one language thing that actively annoys me. Like, if you want to actually piss me off, start fighting about GIF versus GIF. That's how you can actually piss me off. Because I've heard the arguments on both sides, and you know what? The arguments on both sides are all bullshit. Both versions are correct now. You don't like it? Tough shit.
But it means graphical.
There's no rules about acronyms. You can't get linguists to agree on what an acronym even fully is. Good luck trying to get a pronunciation rule in there.
But the creator of it says that it's said this way. That doesn't matter. People say it a different way, and therefore the language has changed.
So you can say it either way. The only people who are wrong about GIF versus GIF are the people that say that one version of it is wrong. That's it. The great debate is basically local pronunciation rules. Yeah, exactly. But I have had people actively try to tell me that I am wrong because I pronounced it a certain way, and they start tossing all these rules at me. And I'm just like, there's no fucking rules about an acronym. I even went so far as to like look up acronym rules to see if there was any, and I fell into a rabbit hole of oh no, acronyms are like hell for linguists because rules just keep changing and everybody does things differently everywhere. Like, is it just the first letter? Is it the first couple letters? Does the pronunciation matter? Is it this? Is it that? Like, it's all a mess.
So he tries again and gets the same treatment.
Non-loan words in English don't soften the G for the following I, but I also don't call people out for using a soft G. Then yeah, it's fine.
At this point, I volunteered at his suggestion to climb in through the chimney.
Like, you can have whatever reasons you want for how you say it. Just understand that all of your reasons are for you, and they aren't rules. And the more you try to make it a rule, the more it's going to blow up in your face.
Flaming Nora, I was given a boot such as makes you forget what day it is. It is still yesterday, right?
Dialects make it harder, various accents. Yeah.
It's all a mess.
The more you understand how language works and how it changes and evolves over time, the more insane you get. And the more you can say really just goofy nonsense wholeheartedly. This is why Brawley is the way that he is. He was an English major and now he's broken. Titus, yeah. Language is an ever-shifting blob and no rule stays true forever or even that long. Exactly. You think Gen Alpha gives a damn about your prepositions? They do not. They'll have their own. And then they'll eventually get old and they'll complain about a whole different set of rules that don't exist. And so the cycle will continue. The great mana debate? There's a debate over mana? I don't think I've ever come across that one. I'm going to every infinitive split. Don't look, those people get salty. What is the debate? Different ways to say mana? What are the different ways to say mana? Because I say mana. And somebody's gonna yell at me for that someday. Oh, man versus mana. Got it. Pasta versus fast. See, then you're just getting into British. Is it fast or is it fast? Oh dear. Suddenly the accents start coming out and then we don't know what we're saying anymore. Oh my. We could talk about the Queen's English until the cows come home, but the fact of the matter is, the Queen's dead, so who cares? Ha ha! Pip pip, what and tosh. Said a sentence with a lot of past, fast, last in both pronunciations, and your wife was like, there's a difference? I'm sorry, you said different sounds? I do not hear them. I have definitely done that with some of my friends who, their native language is not English, where they have done things like that, where they've pulled out a bunch of sounds that are in their native tongue, and I listen to it and I'm just like, I'm sorry, those were words? Huh? What, where? I'm lost. The mouth and tongue movements in order to emit a phonetic sound. I know exactly what you mean, and I forget the word. I know what you mean, because I have learned the words for that, because I was a theater major, and learning to speak is kind of part of the whole deal. And yeah, literally the mouth movements, the way your mouth is shaped to make certain noises, will change depending on the dialect. Even within the same language, you'll have different mouth shapes for different dialects, and it'll change everything. But if you can get used to changing your mouth and your throat and your tongue to do the different noises, then suddenly, oh hey, you can speak in that dialect. And people will think you're a native at it, which gets interesting. Japanese native speakers have a super hard time pronouncing brawly. Speaking of brawly, yeah. What is a brawly? Brawly is a streamer over at Overboard Gaming, who is a friend to the channel. We've streamed with him before, and we also like to make fun of him a lot, so he's a good boy. And I mentioned him before because he was an English major, and so he's broken. In a way that is connected to the conversation at hand. He'll get in the pond eventually, too. He owes me voice lines. He said he'd do some. I haven't gotten them yet. I got ones from Dagwood. This tree is going to be annoying. I can see it now. Afraid head honcho comes from Japanese. Honcho. Huh. That actually makes sense. Never thought of it before, but yeah, that makes sense. Vietnamese is also very hard because it's a monosyllabic language that uses tonal pronunciations. Oh. Whew. Is Brawley broken because he's an English major or because of Dag? First the one, then the other. Which came first? That's like asking chicken or egg. But first one, then the other. There is no doubt in my mind on that. The man got him to eat soap. Alright? It's... it's just thinking of the soap. Yes, I will never forget, nor will I allow them to forget the soap. Truly one of the great moments. This is the bedroom. Ah. The soap? Okay. I'm going into other streamers' lore with this. But I mod for OBG. They're friends of mine. I don't feel bad going into their lore. They used to do a thing where they got one of those, like, nerd cases sent to them that was, like, full of stuff that, like, came monthly kind of deal. And one month, there was some soap from The Walking Dead, and it looked like an ear. It was like zombie soap. And Dagwood, being Dagwood, attempted to trick Brawley into thinking that it was not soap, but was candy instead. And he did a very good job of this through just lying, because he's a lying liar, and also committing to the bit so hard that he himself took a bite of the soap. This caused Brawley to believe, well, if he took a bite of it, it must be candy, and he took a bite out of his piece of soap. To which he then discovered that Dagwood is a monster. And so, one of the great pieces of OBG lore happened. And I will never allow them to forget it. That is one of my jobs. When it is not in your native language, people often mistake those soap bars for candy. Yes. Yes. So if there was no way of taking back the house, there was only one thing for it. Blow it up. Just burn the whole thing straight to the ground. We had to make a leave by our own will. And so, we found this man called Will, and we made him do it. Bob's your uncle, got her out. So I tell us what, Rabbit, about the absolute bestest way to get someone to leave your house. Fire. What's that, he asks. So I tells him. Come on, Bill, don't leave me set it on fire. Oh my god, I was right. I'm not used to being right in situations like this. Works every time. Bill, I think we will get along swimmingly. Wait, no, that's not the phrase that I should use. We'll get on like a house on fire. There we go. That's the right. Yeah, that's the phrase. Sounds like a comedic duo. They absolutely are. They're a wonderful duo. Highly recommend tossing them a follow. In fact, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do the thing. We're talking about them. Shout out gaming. There we go. Click that follow button. Follow those idiots. I love them. They're some of my favorite idiots. They might not appreciate me calling them idiots right now, but you know what? I'm an idiot too. The unwise decision. Yes. They're good people. They are friends of mine, they're friends of the stream. I've been to their houses. I'll pet their cats. Probably has a dog now. I'll pet that dog. The best thing about using the shoutout command like that is I know it's going to show up in their thing, in their Twitch, whatever the fuck this thing is called. The streamer view, whatever it is, the studio, the Twitch studio. That's it. Holy shit! I found it. I got the words. I've been paid to speak before. It's gonna show up in their Twitch studio and they'll be like, why the hell is Teddy giving us a shout out? It's always fun when you get a shout out in a place that you are not currently in. Just like, it's just the sign that like, somebody's talking about you. Somebody's talking about me. Why? Why are you talking about me? But it's also kind of touching because the only time it's happened to me has been, it's definitely been friends of mine that have done it. And it's just like, oh, you're thinking about me. They're gonna see that Dag's gonna be Dag's gonna be cool. Cool Teddy, and Brawley is gonna be like, oh my god, what was he talking about? Yeah. Brawley will be the one whose ears will burn. Dag will just be like, oh, nice, cool, thanks. The lovely bedroom area. Where's the bed, though? Oh, that's the bed. Oh, that's actually kind of... Oh, that's nice. That's actually real nice. On a bed like that. A little nook by the window. That's nice. I'm actually kind of jealous of this bed now. Ah, yes! The rug. Beautiful. What's this rug supposed to be? It doesn't look like anything. Oh god, the ceiling. I think about the ceiling. Oh, and there's still so much down below, too, that I need to do. Oh, this is gonna take a while. We might end up with another ad break. We might be deep in overtime today. Because I don't want to leave... I don't want to leave Rabbit's house half done. So we're gonna be here for a bit. Come on, bedroom ceiling. Yes. Lounge ceiling. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. I turned a corner and there's suddenly so much dirt just right there in front of me. Central tree. Some skylight. Rabbit has a really nice house. Like, with the skylights and everything? How'd you get such a nice house? I am a millennial. This is an impossible dream. Got him on the ladder. No, no, no. I want to go down. Down the ladder. This. Get it out of the way. I don't even know what dinged. When I was preparing the lightning rod and the torches, everyone suddenly started chucking whatever they could find through the windows. Okay, Bill. Why? It was mayhem, it was. Sounds like it, yes. But why? So I have giant blackout curtains. Oh. That's when doormount started losing case. What? What are you doing, I ask? Easy, he says. As soon as you realises that there's more cake outside the house than inside it, she'll come running. It's a brilliant idea. Fantastic. Just good jobs all around. And he was right. She disappeared into thin air. Well, no. Riveting tale. I do have some nice blackout curtains in my room as well, for that reason. But I also really like having a bed that's in a little nook like that. So if I could have a little nook, but without the tons of light just right in your face. That would be the best option for me. Oh god, the kitchen's gonna be a pain in the ass. Or maybe not, because that actually dinged real quick and easy. This is gonna be a time. The old bed in the closets. I laugh, but that's kind of what I did at my parents' house. Before I moved out, My bed in my parents' house is definitely just like shoved in a nook. Basically like a little mini closet kind of thing. And my mother has never understood it. Like, how can you sleep in that? What are you, a vampire? Just like, I guess so. Bleh. If I had the opportunity to sleep in a coffin, I would. That seems cozy for me. There's some lady on TikTok who pops up in my feed every now and then, and she has a coffin that she can sleep in. She has a coffin bed, and I am jealous. This is definitely the White Rabbit's house. This is too many clocks. I'm gonna clean his clock. Now, if I could just get the chair and table to ding. There's that. There's that. There we go. We're getting there. If the most likely penalty for tardiness was beheading, I'd own a lot of clocks too. Valid. Red Queen, kind of a psychopath. So many things to clean. With the muck and the mire. Oh, so many dings. The bad thing about sections like this is that there's so many little nooks and crannies to get all the little bits and pieces clean. The good thing about bits like this is that when you get those little nooks and crannies, it is just a cascade of dings. Just ding, 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 ding. It's just beautiful. It's music to the ears. It's a crazy frog? Yes. It is a full crazy frog Axel Foley. If you play Powerwash Simulator and you don't feel just a deep satisfaction in your loins when you get a whole bunch of little dings, then I don't know how to make you feel feelings. Oh. It's just a quintessential experience in life. It's just good sound design. Sound of 1,000 dings! Ho, 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 ho. Getting there, we're nearing the end. Ding, 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 ding. So many little bells. Oh my god, this is what the dink donk is really for. If you are subscribed to this channel, you have access to me ringing a bell. And my god, this is the time, this is the place, this is the moment. This is the moment. My emote's dumb. Congratulations on getting Meridia's Beacon. Have fun on that quest. Gotta be getting near the end here. What am I missing? Oh, there's a whole bunch of things. No! That's the usual reaction to that quest. I like that quest. I don't know why it gets such a bad rap. Is it just because you pick up the rock and Meridia just immediately gets in your face? Because the Daedric Princes are kind of dicks. I will give that. What else is there dirt? I think I got most everything. Uh-oh. Are we at the point where I now need to go into the list? I think I need to get into the list. Okay. It's list time. What needs to be cleaned? Bed alcove. Bed's not done? Really? I thought I got everything upstairs. Oh, apparently not. Where's your dirt? Oh, there's your dirt. Oh, I didn't get that bit. Ooh. All right. I did, in fact, completely fuck that up. That's understandable. All right. See some dirt on that as well. Oh my god. The quest is fine, it's just I was doing something. It's true, she does interrupt you for that one. Okay, what else we got? Bedroom trees. There's that one. And this one. Where's your dirt here? There's that. Okay. Bedroom trees are good. Bedroom wall panels. Oh, come on. This is mostly clean. Where is there still dirt on this? There we go. Bedroom windows. Huh? I got that. Is it these? Which one's glowing? Where's there dirt? Huh? Bedroom windows. 7 out of 8. I'm missing one. Which one? Ah. That one. Ah, that's the... Or did I not? Where's the dirt? Where is the dirt?
Where is the dirt? Where? I don't see it.
Bedroom window. It's this one. It is this one. Why you no clean? Do I have to get into an awkward position? There we go. Clocks. 23 out of 24. I missed a single clock. Which one? Which one is still dirty? You. There we go. Okay. Next. Clocks wall. Say that fast enough without making it sound dirty. Snoozing the ads because we're getting near the end. Kitchen cabinets, 8 out of 10. There's 2 more. Where is your dirt? Where is your dirt? There. Where else is your dirt? There. Lounge windows. Was it just that one? Lounge window frame. You did not, in fact, clean his clock. I cleaned 24 out of the 25 of them. It's gotta count for something. Stove rail. Oh, we're almost there. Wall tree. Which wall tree? That wall tree. Where's the dirt? Oh. Bit of dirt there. It's like all along the top of it. Where else? Anywhere? There we go. Writing desk and writing desk drawers. Is this the writing desk? This is the writing desk. Where's the dirt? This is all that's left. Where is that? Whoa. It's like I turned a black light on. Which drawers? That one. Just that specific one. There we go. Rabbit sends in a little bill as the achievement that I just unlocked. Job complete. Job done. Success. This feels good. Nice.
Well, I never. If I was looking at that house with Dodo like I am now, and I said, can you believe that only today that house has been ransacked by an enormous child and then set upon by a mix of assorted baked goods, rendering the inside like some kind of pointless art exhibit? What, I never. Yeah, for me honest, too clean as that. And he'd shake his head like he is now, and we'd smile and laugh and toddle off, still shaking our heads and laughing and smiling just like we is now. Well, I tell you what, whatever.
You know, the mustache adds to the Britishness of that whole statement. Okay, the next time that we do Alice in Wonderland stuff, we'll get to the Caterpillar's mushroom. I think whenever we do Powerwash, we'll do like we did today, and I'll do a little poll at the beginning to see where we want to start off, if we want to do campaign or if we want to do one of the DLCs or whatnot, because there's so goddamn much. There's so much to be done. We finished Warhammer, we finished Back to the Future, even though for some reason it's not counting it. We did SpongeBob, there's still Midgar, there's still Tomb Raider, there's still seasonal stuff, there's so many things. This game, they just keep adding stuff, and it just keeps growing. But I think that's where we're going to leave things off this time. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this nonsense. If you're new and you've enjoyed this nonsense, quack, and you should follow the channel. So hit buttons, you know, all that kind of stuff. There is no other streams this week. This is the end of the streaming week for me. I will be taking the weekend off to come up with a schedule and do other things. Next week, we'll be back to our normal schedule, 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Probably Tuesday through Friday again next week, because I do have other stuff going on, but we'll eventually get back into Monday through Fridays. We'll get stuff going. If you follow me, you can follow me in a bunch of other places as well. It's not just Twitch, but there's also a YouTube, a Twitter, a Bluesky, a TikTok. There's a Discord. There's links that are all these things that are going to showing up in the chat right now, so you can go hang out in those places and check out those things. The Discord is also where you can put in suggestions. We have a suggestion land in there, so if there are games you want me to play, streams you want me to raid into, that is the places to put in the suggestions. And there is also, in the announcements page, a poll that is still currently going for a few more days to determine which of the terrible sodas we start with for the first day of that next week. Next week is when the terrible sodas are going to begin, and each day, or each other day, or something like that, it'll only be one terrible soda per day, because I don't want to hurt myself. and we'll do little reviews of the wonderful 6-pack of pain that is coming, and I'm looking forward to that. I want to record a quick little thing over the weekend, so that we can make a full segment out of that. But that's going to be it for me today. Let me find somebody to raid into so that you don't need to go anywhere. You can just continue hanging out here and enjoy your time on Twitch. Let me check my following list, my curated list of people that I want to raid into in various points. Whomst and where? Oh my god, there's good options all over the place. Oh no. Oh my god. How am I gonna choose? I don't even know what that game is. That looks interesting. That also looks interesting. What the fuck is this? Alright, I think I'm gonna send you there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's the plan. Yes, that is the plan. I am going to send you over to Lamari. Lamari Fairchild, she's playing 7 Days to Die currently. Looks like with Tolk, and also with her husband, and also with another person. So she's doing some 7 Days to Die. We've raided into her before. She is an AI VTuber, and by AI VTuber, I mean her character is an AI. She is not actually AI. And she's a good time. She's good people. Another friend of channel, so good place to go. What raid message would we like to do today? I feel like today is a day for raid messages. I today's raid message. We'll keep it simple. Yes. If you're subscribed to this channel, copy and paste this. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, just toss in some ding-ding-dings and some kind of crab emote from somewhere on Twitch and maybe a bell or something. And we'll just be annoying with a whole bunch of dings. But we're gonna raid Lamari. Be nice. Say hi. Ding-a-ling to the point where nobody can stand it anymore. And I'll see you later. I'll be lurking. I'll be hanging out.
That's gonna be it from me. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you at some point next week for more video games and video game accessories. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Stick around for the raid.